you very much. Good evening. Welcome again to America Tonight. I'm Barth Gimble, and thank you. I think I can use that tonight. Actually, I'm a nobody. No, it's true. It's as much as you might think, I've got charisma and charm, and heck, even some glamour. Well, you're wrong. Not in my book, of course, but you are wrong in the eyes of members of the Alta Coma Junior Chamber of Commerce. And unimportant as they might sound, these men have somehow gained control of the Alta Coma Man of the Year award. And as some kind of payoff or something, they gave this year's award to some guy named Mr. Rex Chambers, prominent local insurance agent. Now, take it from me, you don't have to be from out of town to hear that name and say, who's he? I am sure Mr. Chambers is a perfectly decent man. I'm sure he runs a fine insurance agency. He probably doesn't overcharge on his commissions, and his calendars have all the days of the year on them in the proper order and all that stuff. But Man of the Year? Now, I know some people out there saying to themselves, Jesus, big deal, Gimble. So you didn't win the Man of the Year award. Who gives a big flying fish? Bring on the tap dancing children, or I'm going to punch the remote control and watch Match Game, and Gene Rayburn or not. I don't want to be unfair. I'm sure not all of you are saying that to yourselves. Some of you may be watching with your friends. Okay. I'm just a little miffed when I spend nearly 13 weeks trying to give this town a reputation for something other than the cheapest self-serve gas between Hollywood and Whittier. And then I see the recognition I've earned go to some joker who sits in a 12 by 15 cubicle all day writing $100,000 non-renewable term policies for anyone he can scare into signing an application. And this is not to take anything away from Mr. Chambers. God knows, if I wanted to throw all my money down a rat hole like life insurance, he'd be the first person I'd call. And in a way, it's really pointless to talk about this. The award's already been given, the banquet's already over. And I'm sure a fellow like Mr. Chambers cashed the check first thing in the morning, okay? And that's not a criticism of him. I'm sure I'd do the very same thing if I were in his shoes. I guess I just want the Junior Chamber of Commerce to know that they blew it. And that it confirms a theory that first occurred to me while I was watching Sammy and Company a while ago. Avoid anything with Junior in its name, okay? Well, I think I've blown enough steam out now. Let's get back to some solid water. I'm sorry to do this, but it's important to me. When you think about solid water, you get drips. So, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host and announcer, Mr. Jerry Hubbard.
I'll tell you, I am sick about it, too, because at least, if they're not going to give you an award like Man of the Year, at least what they could do is stop having you listed as an ex-convict, which I think is, again, so unfair. Particularly what's bothersome is every time something goes wrong in town and some woman thinks that she spotted a peeping Tom, they have to come and take you down to the station, put you in a lineup. I know, but it's as embarrassing to you as much as you don't want the woman to say, that's him. It's also embarrassing when she says, I've never seen him before in my life.
So let's try it.
Well, I know. That's what I say. Why don't they forget about it? What is past is past. You paid your debt. And why do they keep bringing it up and reminding people? And
Right,
you wouldn't
Jerry, so let's...
You'd be surprised how many times I discuss it at gatherings and parties and how few people even know that you were ever in jail in the first place.
My first guest has his own hit show here on UBS, and I'm proud to say we gave him his start right here on this very stage. This very knee, in fact, is where he started. Ladies and gentlemen, the star of the children's afternoon version of America Tonight, and it's not called the same thing, they have their own name. It's called America After Lunch. Please welcome Master Wayne Coleman. Well, welcome. Wayne, they love you. They all watch it, I guess. Wayne, how's the show going?
Great, Barth. We're killing our competition. We slaughtered Mr. Rogers, we creamed Big Bird, and we bounced Captain Kangaroo right into the hopper.
That's great. Gee, Wayne, those are very popular shows. Tell us a little bit about your show, how you did that. Now, who are your guest stars? Do you have Big Bird, is it?
Oh, come on.
Well, no, really. I mean, what's your idea of a big interview? One of those midgets that walks around Disneyland with a mouse suit or something like that?
No, Barth, we don't go for the same guests you do. I interview people like Richard Burton, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, King of Sweden. Meanwhile, you have Jerry Hubbard. And right now, your idea of kicking off a dynamite half hour is to sit here and ask stupid questions to an 8-year-old.
Seriously, there are some of those who believe our world is still inhabited by some unknown creatures like the Loch Ness Monster or the abominable snowman. Tonight we're going to hear a report from one of the most recent sightings of such a creature right here in North America. Please welcome Mrs. Charlotte Godfrey. How are you? How are you? How are you? I had to say that because your name is Godfrey. This is Mrs. Godfrey. Understand that what started out as a harmless, quiet vacation in the woods ended up kind of dramatically.
Well, that's true, Barth. My husband Howard and I had just started our vacation, and we had packed up our camper. You know, we'd put in the beer and some tomato sandwiches, and we took off for Shasta National Park. Everything was real beautiful right at the beginning up until the first day. Then it happened.
What's this?
Well, Howard went down to the river, you know, to watch his beer get cool, and I went out into the forest to feed some of the little creatures of nature, you know, and I was going to give them some tortilla chips. And just then, this big, hairy, horrible thing jumped out from behind a bush and revealed himself to me.
Miss Godfrey, do you think he knew you were a woman?
Well, yes, I was wearing that little halter, you know, that I bought at the JCPenney Smart Shop for girls, and I do think he had the picture, yes.
Yeah, I'll bet he did if he wore that.
Yeah, well, also, Barth, he looked at me the way all men look at me.
Okay. Let me ask you the big question, I guess the hard-hitting one. What happened then?
And he kind of looked me over, you know, and then he shrugged his shoulders and picked me up and carried me off into the woods. Whoa, this big, hairy Sasquatch, you know. But the smell was just unbelievable. It was, you know, it was like my kitchen sink when I don't run the disposal for a couple of
I can imagine that. Listen, Charlotte, so we have this picture here. There you are. You're being dragged away by this Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, as some people call him. You must have been pretty frightened having this close encounter of the furry kind.
I was real scared. I mean, here was this big beast running through the forest carrying me, you know, and he was squashing squirrels as he went. I mean, those feet, he must have knocked off 100 squirrels and toads along the way. And then we got to his cave, you know, and he started making these real kind of funny faces at me.
What kind of funny way did he look at you?
Well, you know, it was kind of like, and then he kind of, you know, put his hair back like this. Yeah. And actually, once the hair was off his face, he wasn't half bad looking. You know, it kind of looked, I've seen a lot worse guys, I have to tell you that. He kind of looked like John Travolta would look if he had a size 14 shoe, you know what I mean? And then it was sort of like we could communicate with each other, you know, even though he could only express himself by grunting and pointing.
That's fine. That's how Jerry does commercials. Just teasing you, Jerry.
It wasn't long until I found out what he wanted from me.
Well, let me ask you, or you thought you did. I mean, how did you know that?
Well, I could tell by the direction in which he was grunting and pointing. The only thing I could do then was ask him to be gentle with me, because Barth, it was bigger than both of them.
I think friendship is bigger than all of us, and I think that's what we're talking about here. Absolutely, no doubt about it in my mind. Okay.
You know, Barth, it was great fun, but it was just one of those things.
Another great song, too. But anyhow, it seems to me like you still have some wonderful memories, and I'm sure as long as you live, you'll never forget this big foot. This big foot.
Rinse your mouth out, dear. We'll be right back after these words. The good, the super bad, and the ugly. We're back with the good, the super bad, and the ugly. All right. And as promised, we will devote a few minutes to Wayne Coleman here to let him promote his kids' show, America After Lunch. You all set for that? So, here's a special preview of America After Lunch. Why don't you go to the center stage and do it?
Tonight, almost live and nearly from Hollywood, it's America After Lunch. 3 or 4 minutes of Primo TV on the UBS network. And now here's a head cheese. He only comes to your knees, but he surely can please. Can you dig it, Mr. Wayne Coleman? Thank you, Terry. As always, a somewhat impeccable performance. That's true. I am Wayne Coleman.
Yeah!
A performance so good I can make you forget your lunch. And now my co-host, the man who makes you use your lunch, Terry Bergman. Crowd's awake tonight, isn't it? Oh. Now, my special guest tonight is the star of the Jeffersons, Miss Isabel Sanford. Thank you. Welcome to the show, Isabel. I hope you had a nice trip into Alta Coma.
Oh, yes, thank you. Our limo driver, Gene, was on time, and he was very courteous.
Oh, here's a good one. That, of course, is Gene of Gene's Limo Service in Alta Coma, California, where his motto is, "We'll take you for a ride."
I also want to thank you for those beautiful, delightful flowers in my dressing room.
Well, for beautiful guests, what else but beautiful flowers from Frida the florist, where a rose by any other name would be cheaper by the dozen. So, Isabel, what have you been up to lately?
Mostly, I'm kept busy doing my show.
I've heard your show is really good, but I've never seen it. I get confused in those good times. And Jeffersons, and of course your show, Sanford and Son.
No, Terry, you must be a little confused. I am Isabel Sanford of the Jeffersons.
Sorry, Isabel, pea-brain. We're trying to train his mouth to take a nap at the same time his brain does.
Terry, You are just probably confused because those shows are all black comedies, like this one.
Anyway, Isabel, our research department tells us you know a lot about animals. Name some, and don't you say anything.
Well, there are dogs and cats. I had a cat named Mister, and there are rabbits, and there...
Yes, and what better place to find one than LTO Pet Center, where you can make a habit of a rabbit and get a canary for a song.
Isabel, I've read a lot about you, and I know you're a real tennis nut.
Terry, look over there. Now, so how about cooking, Isabel? Is that a hobby of yours?
I hate cooking. If anyone comes to my house and want to eat, they better be prepared to cook their own meals. I'm not really a good cook. That's why I'm on a first-name basis with the maitre d' in every decent restaurant in California. I've never eaten here, though, in the Quad City area. Though I must try having dinner around here sometime.
Well, you could try Nielsen's almost Swedish schmucksball on Faltine Drive, where their motto is, if you've got the stomach, we've got the food.
Oh, but my favorite is Mexican food. Now, I wouldn't know where to go for that in Alta Coma.
Oh, yes, you would.
Oh, why not try Happy Kind Taco and Run, where our motto is 2 enchiladas coming right up. Now, Wayne, wouldn't you like to ask me something about my appearances, what I'll be doing in the near future?
Yes, in fact, we know all about it, and your friends can too, with this handy Sanford Date Book. Your first part is in the front cover.
That's right. A complete calendar of the year, featuring a rundown on all of Isabel Sanford's appearances for 1978, including the Jeffersons reruns. Guest shots on Hollywood Squares and talk shows where she will plug the Jeffersons reruns. And guest shots on Hollywood Squares. To get your copy, just send $6.95 for paperback or $11.95 for imitation Morocco binding. Cash, check, or money order to Isabel Sanford Date Book, Post Office Box 78924, Alta Coma, California, 94991. A division of Coleman Co-Enterprises West.
Isabel, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you for being here and making this show possible, and for all those heartfelt endorsements which will make our next 4 or 5 commercials possible.
Thank you. Charlotte here incidentally has just told you all about her experience with Bigfoot, but during the commercial, she showed us a little present that she made for Bigfoot. And that's something that we can... It's very thoughtful. It's obviously a stocking. It's a nice winter weight, too. It's only one sock here. Does that mean he's only got 1 foot? Is the other foot a regular size 10 or something? Does he only have 1 foot period? It really happens to be a doozy, is that?
Well, no, he does. He has 2 big, enormous feet, but I just have these 2 little tiny hands, you know, and it took me a whole month to make this one.
Okay.
Is that a right foot or a left foot?
Well, I think it can go either way.
Yeah, I've heard that. Heard that about Sasquatch. Anyway, we're also here with the stars of America After Lunch, and even more important, their special guest, Miss Isabel Sanford.
But remember our deal. You have an exclusive contract with me. No other interviews within a 7-day span.
Oh, yes, I forgot. That's right. I'm sorry.
However, Barth, I would be happy to ask Isabel anything you want at a rate of $5 per question.
$5 a pop for the questions. Anybody out in the audience have a question you want to ask of Isabel Sanford? We can get some money going here.
Here we go.
Tonight, Some members of our studio audience will receive the following classic curves from Dittos, the Feel the Fit Company, pants to make every woman feel beautiful, sizes 3 to 15 and 8 to 18. And Lillian Vernon's catalog gift certificate, jewelry, gifts, decor, personalized items, and things from practical to whimsical, furnished by Lillian Vernon. And Marichon's Ramen Supreme, rich noodles in a deliciously seasoned broth. It cooks up instantly and makes a great meal by itself or mixed with meat and vegetables.
Well, yes. So, I mean, that's the whole barometer.
Wednesday, July 5th, America Tonight, Martin Mull and the gang moved to the new time, 11 p.m. Monty Python, however, will still reign supreme every Saturday at 11 p.m. starting July 8th. And next, Deadly Ray from Mars.
Charlotte Godfrey, and a special guest appearance by Miss Isabel Sanford.
Yes, I do. A great many of them.
He's interested in knowing who.
He's interested in knowing who.
Oh,